Alright, good afternoon once again. We will solve an example. It's actually example number 2 for the Venturi meter. This time we have an inclined pipe where the Venturi meter is installed. The inclination has an angle of 30 degrees from the horizontal. The length of our device, Venturi meter, is 8 inches or 4 inches from the mouth to the throat. So we need to solve for the velocity velocity of the flow. Since C is not given, so presumably we will just need to solve for the theoretical velocity. So we have uh, diameter of the throat, which is 2 inches, and we have the diameter at the mouth, rather 2 inches, and the throat as 1 inch. So we need to determine the velocity. So by the way, the fluid that is flowing in our pipe is oil, which has a specific gravity of 0.89, and we have fluid in our differential manometer, which has a specific gravity of 4.6. Okay, so first we need to solve for n. So solving for n, okay, n is equal to d1 over d2. By the way, this is our 0.1, this is our 0.2. So we have 2 over 1 inch. So we have n is equal to square of 2, 4. Okay, that's the value of our n. Second step is we need to determine the difference in elevation between 0.1 and 0.2, or z1 and z2. So we need to determine z1 minus z2. So z1 and z2, since this has an angle of 30 degrees, so this is z1 minus z2. It has a length of hypotenuse, it has a length of 4 inches. To solve for z1 minus z2, that's sine of 4 inches, sine of 30. Yeah, that's sine minus z2, 4 inches, sine of 30 degrees. So z1 minus z2 is 4 sine 30. That's 2 inches. Okay. Next is we need to solve for the difference in pressure. Difference in pressure between P1 and P2. So we have delta H, which is equal to wala pa ang delta H there. By the way, delta H is given as 2.5 inches. Right? 2.5 inches. So first, just need to establish. Klaro lang yellow, no? Maklaro na siguro ang yellow. So basically this is pilagan ini 2 inches. So we'll just consider it as our unknown y. Actually, wata kabaluan na we don't care because makancel naman ang y. So from P1 Okay, we'll start at point 1, P1. So P1 plus going downward, we have gamma of oil times 2 inches. 2 inches, we just express it na lang daan into feet. So times 2 over 12. Okay, so it's plus because it's going downward, so it's plus. Then again downward, we have gamma of oil. Downward, it's times y. Then downward further, gamma of oil times delta H. And then dire man ato from here, dire going dire, and then going upward, minus SG 4.6 times gamma of water. Okay, times delta H. Then upward further, going upward, so that's gamma of oil times y. Then that would be equal to P2. So again, we can cancel out plus minus gamma of oil times y. So what remains is the gamma of oil. We can solve for that, the H. Okay, so we can now solve P1 minus P2. That would be equal to 4.6 gamma of water times delta H minus 2 over 12 gamma of oil minus delta H gamma of oil. Okay, so we can solve that further. That's 4.6, the specific gravity, times gamma of water. How much? That's 62.4 pounds per cubic feet. Delta H, how much on delta H? 2.5 inches. So 2.5 over 12, that is already equal to feet. Minus 2 over 12 feet. Gamma of oil, that's 0.89 times 62.4 pounds per cubic feet. Minus further this one, delta H, that's 2.5 over 12 times gamma of oil, that's 0.8, sorry 0.89 man eh, 0.8 to ang akong nasuot, that's 0.89 Ooh. 0.89 times 62.4. Okay, so we can simplify that one. So be careful with simplifying this one ha in your calculator. Ari dyan na kasagaran masayop. So ato lang tagsa-tagsaon. 4.6 times 62.4 times 2.5 divided by 12. That's 59.8. Ato lang tagsa-tagsaon para matrace if ever na sayop. Pounds per square foot minus 12 2 over 12 times 0.89 times 62.4. Ay, sorry. Divided by 12 times 0.89 times 62.4. Pila man eh? 9.256. Pagka-check na lang ha in your calculator. Kasi na ako'y nasipyat pag-compute. Minus. 0.82 na siya akong nasuwat. 0.89. Ano ka ni? 0.82 to akong nasuwat. Tagak akong calculator. Sorry. Minus 2.5 over 12 minus 0.89 times 62.4. That's 11.57. Yeah, 11.57. 11.57. This is not cubic feet, this is square feet. So our P1 minus P2 is now equal to, solve for it, 59.8 minus 9.256 minus 11.57. So that's 38.974. 0.974. Okay. So, do not forget the unit because that's very important para dili ta malipat. So, we can now plug in this to our equation. Sara ganito itong equation. V1 minus P1 gamma plus Z1 minus Z2 multiply it by 2G over n squared minus 1, then take the square root of the entire term. Okay, so solving for V1, P1 minus P2, that's 38.974 pound per square foot over the unit weight, which is equal to by the way, since the fluid flowing in our um, in our Venturi meter is oil, so this is not unit weight of water, this is unit weight of oil. So this will become point, this is unit weight of oil, because balikan ako, this is unit weight of oil because the liquid or the fluid passing through our device is oil, which has a specific gravity of 0.89 times the unit weight of oil, which is water, 62.4 pounds per cubic foot, plus Z1 minus Z2, pila ganun ni the entire term ni 2 inches. Since we are using a feet, so that's 2 over 12 feet. Okay, that will be multiplied by 2g. That's 2 times 32.2 feet per second squared. Do not forget the unit para dili mo ma-confused. Then the n, 4 square root minus 1. Okay. So the unit would be in feet per second. Okay. So calculate 38.974. Ito ba? 974 0.89 times 62.4. Ito pwede ning plus 2 divided by 12, then times 2 times 32.2, then 4 square minus 1. Sakto ba ni? Wala ko na. Square root daan. B, K, and then kasi masaya pa yung pagkalkyo. Square root. Anyway, balikon ako 38.974 over 0.89 times 62.4 plus 2 divided by 12 times 2 times 32.2 divided by 16 minus 1, and then get the square root. That's 1.93 feet per second. Okay, if you're going to solve for V2 is actually larger, or mas dako ang V2 is actually greater than V1. So we know that V2 is, or sa ganito, V1 is equal to and V2. No, V1, sorry. V1 is, sorry. V2 is N V1. So V2 is actually 4 times 1.93. The answer any 4 times 1.93, 7.72 feet per second. Okay, so balik ko na to. So we are given this problem. So we have an inclined pipe. In the pipe, the Venturi meter is installed. Then the difference in pressure between point 1 and point 2 is, or the difference in reading in the manometer is 2.5 inches. So first we solve for n, which is d1 squared over d2 squared, so that's 4. Then we solve for the difference in elevation between point 1 and point 2, which is 2 inches. And then we solve for the P1 minus P2, difference in pressure between point 1 and point 2. So we came up P1 minus P2 as 38.974 pounds per square foot. Then we plug into the equation. We solve for V1 as 1.93 feet per second and V2 as 7.72 feet per second. Okay, so that would be all for example number 2 for Venturi meter. Thank you for your time and attention.